Hi everybody, Kitsune Haruhi here and welcome to my channel. I have another retro toy remake, I don't know, a tribute. Anyway, these are coming from a company that is called The Loyal Subjects. They're out of Los Angeles and they are remaking retro toys from the 80s. These came out sometime last year, and in a previous episode you saw me open up some Rainbow Bright. This time I'm going back to one that's much more near and dear to my heart. Pardon me, I have fluffs in my face. And if you watch some of my older videos, you know I am all about Strawberry Shortcake. Strawberry Shortcake was something that I loved as a child. I had all sorts of Strawberry Shortcake stuff. I unfortunately was made to give them up when I was younger to someone who didn't care, and they threw them away. But I do have some hope of regaining a little bit of that now, because they are now releasing new versions of old toys. Now I'm gonna say the doll that I had didn't quite look like this. I guess at some point they changed how they did the molds, because Strawberry Shortcake has been put out in new iterations a couple of times over the past several years, even modernizing her up into a crafting kids show kind of thing, which I haven't got a chance to look at yet, but maybe I can find it on YouTube and find out. The design was cute, but she just wasn't the Strawberry I grew up with. Now we have these. It was, again, the same as the Rainbow Bright doll. She has 10 pieces included with her, it says. Let's see. 4 surprises in the box, so I assume they're counting every piece of clothing as pieces included. It also says 29 points of articulation, which if you watched the Rainbow Bright episode, we counted, and I explained why that wasn't true. And quite frankly, I don't know how they could have counted 29 points in any case. So here we have Strawberry Shortcake. And I'm going to bring you down here so you can watch and see me open it, see what these 4 surprises are, and we'll have a look at the doll herself. Just one moment. Okay, so here she is in her packaging. The world of Strawberry Shortcake. Strawberry Shortcake herself, of course. It says that she is scented. I really hope she smells like the real thing, because I remember getting my dolls and they would have little holes so you could smell them through the package. And let me tell you, there is some highly addictive qualities to that original Strawberry Shortcake scent. That is the most calming scent in the world for me. So here's her packaging, again using some of the retro style. This probably looks like it was out of a coloring book or a storybook or something. It doesn't look like the artwork from the cartoons. And it looks like you can also get lemon chiffon, orange blossom, raspberry tart, and blueberry muffin. Which would be nice to be able to find them. I've not seen any of these yet though, so probably be looking online to get those. Let's start with her surprises. And of course the first surprise is a comb. And it is shaped like a little strawberry. And again, if you're a box collector, don't open it. It will be destroyed. Ooh, there's custard. Let's get custard open. That is a nice solid figure. No smell on custard though. The oversimplified printing. Custard used to have a little bit more of an expression. But still, that's a nice little figure. And here we have a strawberry purse. The paint's a little iffy on this one. It does not open, but it's a little cute thing to hang over her shoulder. Oops, sorry. And the last surprise is a berry basket. This one's pretty nicely painted. Has some really nice basket details. That's really cute. And all of these are actually pretty appropriate to the character herself. So let's go ahead and get her open. While she does smell like strawberry, she does not have the classic strawberry shortcake scent. Little disappointed, but at least they tried. Here are her stickers. Strawberries, ladybugs, strawberry herself, and custard. Let's see if I can get her loose without cutting her clothes. Whew. A tough one. Okay, pretty easy release on the packaging. They did put little plastic pieces to hold her hat on, which in my case, I'm not going to remove. I want that to stay on, so I'm fine with it. She has the classic leggings, but they made her with underwear, which she did not originally have. And it looks like they were, got textured flower blossoms on her. So this is not being made from the original mold. I can tell you her shoes are bigger. Though even then they were a rubber shoe like this. There's her striped leggings. They made her dress out of the sateen. And it is velcroed together as a one-piece item. Her hat is also the sateen. Let's think about this. Did she originally have strawberries on her hat or spots? Because her dress had the spots. Those are on there. It may have been strawberries. I'm just not remembering correctly. I'm pretty sure. Her face is screen printed. Her facial shape isn't quite what the original doll looked like. This one's a lot wider and her head's bigger. The original doll actually looked a little bit more like the illustrations, where her face is much smaller than this. But she's still cute, and I do recall there being this style available. Now for her articulation. She's got ankle. She has knee. Is it double jointed? It might be. She has hip. Is she at the waist? Let me see you a second, hon. She has a waist join, but doesn't move. Doesn't seem to move at the waist. Shoulder, elbow, and wrist. And of course, her head turns back and forth. Which gives her 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 points of articulation. It would be 14 if her waist actually moved. All in all, pretty cute. She is well made. Does she stand? Wouldn't be surprised. Well, she does. Which excuses the larger feet, for one. And also, her shoes are flatter. The old dolls, they tended to pucker out a little bit. These probably will eventually too, because they seem to be made of the same materials. All in all, not too bad. And if you were had originally collected Strawberry Shortcake, she'd be worth getting. I would like to see a side-by-side comparison of her with the original dolls, but I sadly have none of mine left. I think I have a little figure like this of Sugar Woofer somewhere. Oh, and the old ones used to be squishy because they carried the scent too. So this is different, but I'm not disappointed. That's a good solid figure. Alright, I like her. She's definitely buy if you find her and want her. Price wasn't too bad, and all in all, not disappointed. So what do you think of Strawberry Shortcake? Did you collect Strawberry Shortcake as a kid? Play with them? Have you seen any of these and gotten a chance to maybe handle some of the other ones that didn't show up in the stores here? And also, would you care to have these? What dolls would you like for them to send out? Because there were a lot more characters than this. They may still be out there. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I'd like to thank you so very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.